When a potential candidate is identified and if the candidate is not within the locality, a pre-screening phone or video interview will first be conducted. Now, these calls are made to ensure that the selected candidate have the necessary qualification, skill level, and experience for the position applied before inviting them to a face-to-face interview. Well, times are changing. Nowadays, with COVID-19, we are seeing much of the workforce move from physical face-to-face interaction to the virtual online environment. Many are working from home and some are even expected to do so until the end of the year. As such, many job interviews now are also being conducted virtually. Not familiar with it? Fret not, because we're here to tell you what you need to do. Number 1. When your interview schedule is confirmed, you will be informed of the platform that you will use, as well as an invitation link for you to access it. The most common platforms used by recruiters and hiring managers nowadays are Skype, Zoom, and Microsoft Teams. Always make sure to test out the link prior to the interview to ensure there's no errors with the link. If possible, try to have a call simulation with friends to test that your audio and video are working perfectly, as well as to see the distance or screen view of yourself, to ensure that the interviewer will be seeing you in an appropriate distance and not too close up. Number 2, do not mistake appearances. Now, just because you're not physically present does not make the interview any less formal. So, your interview attire should also be what you would otherwise wear to a normal face-to-face interview, to show your respect and professionalism. You know what they say, first impression counts. Number 3, it is important to ensure that the room or quiet corner that you will use for the interview will have minimal distraction to you during the interview. Ideally, go to a room or an enclosed space and lock the door so that no one comes in and out of the room while you're attending the interview. You can even put up a do not disturb sign at the door, just to be sure. Number 4, using a laptop or a desktop will be the most ideal. Although, if you do not have access to those, your mobile phone or tablet will also work, providing that they have access to a good internet connection and you do not hold it in your hands as if you're taking a selfie. Have it prop up either on a tripod stand or a shelf and make sure that it stays. Otherwise, your phone might drop halfway through the interview and disturbing your flow. Not a good impression. Number 5. Just because the interviewer is not directly in front of you doesn't mean that you don't have to respond or acknowledge them. It is even more important that you respond or nod your head every few minutes. Establish your rapport with the interviewer to show them that you are taking the interview and the job application very seriously. Number 6, make sure that you have officially logged off the platform before you relax. Now, this might seem a little trivial, but you can imagine the embarrassment when you think that you have logged off but you don't, and you ended up doing or saying things that should not have ever been said to a future possible employer. Again, not a good impression. Some helpful tips. Have a bottle or a glass of water nearby to quench your thirst or dry throat. Ensure that you are seated comfortably with good posture. Have a pen and a notebook in front of you to take notes whenever possible. Have a printout of your CV and the job description for your reference. Video interviews are increasingly becoming the norm as COVID-19 continues to impact the hiring process. With preparation and practice, it can be highly effective. You just need to familiarize yourself with the concept, and I hope that this video will help you to do that. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.